Hi everyone! Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Today I'm sharing how to make these delicious, super soft, buttery buns. It's a very quick and easy recipe and you don't need a lot of ingredients. They kind of remind me of the bun kebabs we used to get back home in Pakistan. So if you missed those, do try this recipe out. These with some shami kebab, omelette, a little coleslaw, a little mint chutney, complete heaven. So let's get started with the recipe. The first thing I'm going to use is milk. I have half a cup of whole milk and it's lukewarm. You don't want super hot milk because that's gonna kill your yeast. And to that I'm adding 2 tablespoons of sugar, and then I'm going to add 1 whole 8-gram package of instant rice yeast. Just let it sit for 10 or 15 minutes until it starts bubbling up. This ensures that your yeast is active and it's good to go. Now add in 1 whole egg. It doesn't matter if it's at room temperature or not. Whisk it in a little bit. And then I'm going to start adding my flour a little at a time. I already added salt into my flour. You just don't want to put salt right next to your yeast because that inhibits the growth of the yeast. So I'm going to use my stand mixer, and this is the dough hook that I'm going to use to knead my dough with. If you don't have a stand mixer, you can easily make it by hand. Just make a well in the middle of your flour and put your wet ingredients into it and start kneading. So add your flour a tablespoon at a time if you're using a stand mixer, and my mixer is at medium low right now. Just to give you guys an idea, I'm using a KitchenAid and it is at number 2 of its speed setting. So now I'm adding a little bit of water. You might need anywhere between 1 tablespoon to 4 tablespoons depending on how much water your flour actually needs. So add only 1 tablespoon at a time. I ended up adding 3 tablespoons. And just keep on mixing it on medium setting for the next 2 minutes. And then I'm going to add my butter. It needs to be soft butter, not this soft. I overdid my butter, but it's okay. I'm going to make it work. If you're kneading it with hand, gently start incorporating your butter into your kneaded dough. Now I have risen my mixing speed from 2 to 3 at this point, and I'm going to let it mix for a good 5 minutes. You might need to stop your mixer and just scrape the bowl to make sure that everything is getting mixed evenly, and keep mixing it till your dough looks nice and glossy and it starts leaving the edges of your stand mixer. And now let it knead for 4 to 6 minutes. Took me about 5 minutes to get it really smooth and even. It's gonna start leaving the edges of the bowl. That's how you know that it's ready. And this is going to be a soft dough and it's going to stick a lot. So if you want to handle this, you might want to grease your hand a little bit with some oil. Right now I don't have any oil on my hands and you can see that it's sticking quite a lot. I'm going to clean my dough hook and I'm just going to quickly make a ball of it. Just gather all your dough. I have oil on my hands right now and I'm going to gather it just to give you guys an idea of the texture of the dough. This is how it is and this is how it should be. It kind of like feel like an edible slime that's falling off my hand. Not very gross sort of a slime, but it's very soft. So I just tucked it into a nice neat ball and I'm going to cover it with plastic wrap and I'm going to let it rise till it's at least doubled. And because it's really cold, I'm going to put it in my oven. It's completely turned off. You don't have to turn on your oven. I just turned on the light to give it a little bit of heat and humidity in there, and it took me about 45 to 50 minutes to get it to this state where it's pretty much doubled and ready to turn into buns. And all you have to do is deflate it. You just want to poke a hole into it. You don't want to knead your dough because that is going to make your buns super chewy. All I'm doing is gently taking it out of the bowl and I am going to neatly gather it. Again, you don't want to knead it. Just gather it so that you can cut it into the number of buns you want to make. With this recipe, you can make anywhere from 4 to 8 buns depending on the size. I'm going to make 6 good sized buns. They're fairly large, I would say, so medium large sized buns. 6 is what I got from this recipe. So cut them with a sharp knife into equal sized portions, and then we're going to start rolling them and turning into cute little buns. So to make your buns, all you have to do is tuck all in the corners. The smoother your bun is after you roll it, the smoother and more round your bun is going to be when you bake. So you want to use the fingers and the palm of your hand to gently gather the dough and turn it into a nice little ball. And back there I have a tray which is already lined with parchment paper. These are going to need one more rise before we bake them. The more you let them rise, the fluffier your buns are going to be. So just to give you guys a clearer idea, because I feel this is an important part of making buns, this is how you turn them into nice little cute balls. And now I'm going to let it rise till they are at least doubled. I'm going to use another flipped over tray, because if you put a cling film on top of it, it's gonna stick, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to ruin the nice little even shape that I have going on them. Now I have 2 tablespoons of milk, and in this I mixed 1 teaspoon of sugar. Now I'm going to coat my buns generously with this mixture. It's gonna give it that nice brown color. It's also gonna help stick any toppings that you want to do on top of them. I'm going to use sesame seeds, black and white, but you can add garlic, all sorts of things that you like. And I am going to bake them at 425-degree Fahrenheit for about 10 to 12 or even 15 minutes, depending on how hot your oven is, because sometimes the temperature can vary. And your buns are ready, but these are not quite ready to be devoured yet. If you want to turn them into burgers or sandwiches, you have to let them come to room temperature first, and for that you have to make sure that you cover them so that they don't form a crust and it's an even soft bun. So this is still hot. I shouldn't be cutting it right now, but I really wanted to show you guys how it looks. If you cut it right away once it's hot, because they're so soft, it's gonna start falling apart. So make sure that it's nice and cool down, but still you can see how amazing it looks. So this is an hour or two after, and you can see how super soft they are and how fluffy it is. It just quickly bounces back. And let's cut a bun. Use a serrated knife always to cut a bun, and go around your bun and not just, don't move your knife, but also rotate your bun while cutting so that you don't break it. So that's how it looks, and I just wanted to show you guys how nicely they brown as well, definitely giving me bun kebab feelings right now. So that was all for today's recipe. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. If you try it, please do comment below. And also, I would love to see your recreations on my Instagram, which is by the same name, thehomemakerbaker_falakalik. So until next time, the Homemaker Baker over and out.